Hey folks, it's Jim. I'm going to do an update on what's going on in my area. First, I found interesting. Okay, let me open with a disclaimer. This is not medical or advice of any kind. This, you and you alone are responsible for your health and well-being and the professional advice that you seek out that is right for you. That is my disclaimer. First, let me say, here we have tested 254 with 28 positives plus 2 flu. That comes out of a ratio of 10% positive. South Korea was only hitting 2% positive, so I don't know right now what that means, but I think the high positive rate is because they're chasing contacts possibly. I want to see random sampling of the population, and hopefully if we can contain this quickly from all these contact tracings, maybe we can get into random sampling early in my state, and then I can give you a general population positive ratio, and that would be very nice to get, wouldn't it? Hopefully they'll start doing that with the excess tests immediately. Okay, so another interesting thing is that people are isolating, which is very good. So I applaud my state and its people for following the protocols and doing what needs to be done during this time. So people are seeing that when they go out, they're noticing it's like way down, like 70% less traffic, 70% less foot traffic, everything when they're doing their routine or whatever that they need to do for the day. Something that I found interesting was we still been having runs on food, water, and toilet paper. Now we can add in guns and ammo started Sunday and Monday. And through today, people are panicking. That must be the city people going for home defense stuff because most of us are, I mean, people don't, they're generally ready to go anyway up here. So that must be city folks that kind of figured it out that this could get uncomfortable at some point. Don't know. Just that was the report I got in from a friend of mine who went by one of our local shops. He said it was a madhouse. The curfew was put on of 8 p.m. for one of our larger cities. No gatherings above 10 is what our governor's called for. I don't think that's enforceable, however it is recommended. Probably the same with most of your states. Something I found real interesting is they're now canceling all non-essential medical treatments or procedures, which was really interesting. And that started with my hospital. That's what my hospital is doing anyway. And I imagine that's to conserve meds, equipment, and manpower should there be a breakout. But with chasing the contacts at 10% right now, I want to see random sampling of the population, and then we'll know what we're dealing with here in Maine. And they're going to have to do that in several locations around the state so we can get a truly random sample. Something else I wanted to go over was there's a new LED 60 watt ultraviolet light out. And I like LED because they're much more durable and you don't have to worry about dropping them and breaking them and all that stuff, right? And with the toxins in those other UV bulbs. So this was really interesting. I went ahead and ordered one because they're saying it operates at 254 for a wavelength, which at 260 we're assured of lysing RNA in cells. So at 254 I feel confident. And again, this isn't medical advice or advice of any kind. You alone are responsible for your health and well-being and that of your loved ones and seeking out the professional advice that is right for you. However, I think at 254, I think we're good to go. And it's LED, so it's much safer to handle. It runs at about between $65 and $70 just for the bulb. If you want the timer, it's between $90 and $95. Seems to be several sellers coming to market with it from Amazon, so we're about to get probably a whole container load of them into Amazon here shortly. And they're saying, Amazon says April 28th through May 20th will be delivery estimates on those. But I like the idea of having the 254 and being able to put it in each room of my house. Again, these are extremely dangerous, so do not let your children, pets, you, anybody look at them or be in the room with them. Okay? Waves of that level will damage your eyes, your skin, everything, and that includes your pets. Okay? So nothing living in the room or area that you're using these lights at. And you yourself should use a remote timer or a switch as you're leaving the room. Okay? So, but with that power, I can disinfect small rooms in 15 minutes and larger rooms in 30 minutes. So I like it. And I ordered one. I may order another after I test run this one. However, they'll probably be sold out. And why am I doing that? Why would you say, Jim, why should I order one of these? And I'm not telling you to, okay? And again, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not on YouTube to make money. Okay? Because I believe there's going to be a second breakout. And I think that's coming in the fall. And it's going to be exacerbated with the flu again, which I think could possibly lead to a whole nother problem. And more than that, with all these bugs running around at the same time circling the globe, right? I want to be able to disinfect as much as possible. But I can also use this LED lamp. I can take it to my decontamination station and put it in there, run it 15 to 30 minutes and decontaminate everything in there. That includes all my packages, any products I've bought, anything. Now I don't have to leave them sitting outside. I can disinfect them quickly by spraying them down and wiping them down, then put them in my UV room as well, and then be able to possibly utilize the product depending on what they are. If it can't handle UV light, you certainly don't want to put it in an area where you're using it. But that's just something I wanted to share. I'm going through an extremely long disinfection protocol for here, where I'm disinfecting the product, then letting it sit 9 to 15 days. And that's a long time before I can actually use my new toys, right? But that's what I'm doing, just because this virus can supposedly live 3 days at 98 degrees, so I'm wondering what it will do at 50. Who knows how long it can live? 6 days? I don't know. They haven't given me the numbers yet. So I don't know. So I'm taking extra precautions. I'm tripling that to 9 days. Plus, I'm letting it go even another 6 days. That's for me. You know, that's why this isn't advice of any kind. I'm just guessing. And maybe you are too. And I know that's overly precautious, but that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm going to order one of these too. I don't like the current lamp that I have. It's dangerous if you drop it. It's got toxins in it. So these LED lights are going to last longer, I think, my opinion, and be much safer to move from place to place to place. And that's just my personal opinion. So, again, that's what's going on in my state. That's what's going on with me today. That's what I've been doing. I haven't gone out this week. I will be going out at a later day to do my little journey into the world. I'm only heading out once a week, maybe twice a week during this time. I've been on this protocol for 2 weeks now. So, yeah, write in, let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods, or better yet, do a video so I can go watch it. I hope you're all doing well. Things seem to be going well here so far. Just a lot of panic, that's all. Jim out.